The Philosophy for Living course is, as the name suggests, about learning to live in a philosophical way. So more than an academic course about philosophy, it's about how we can apply philosophical ideas in our everyday life. This is a practice as old as humanity to benefit from the wisdom of all cultures so that we can awaken our potential as individuals, learn to live together better as a collectivity, and work towards a vision of the future which is better, more inclusive, and more viable for everyone. So the course focuses on three key areas to explore these ideas: ethics, socio-politics, and the philosophy of history. In ethics, we investigate the awakening of our inner potential. Socrates used to advise people to know themselves, but what are the obstacles of our self-realization? Well, we have limitations, we have inner obstacles, and ethics then philosophically is more than just being a good person. It's about becoming a better person, which is to say that we overcome our limitations. So this proposes something very active and heroic, to choose to step out of our comforts and to take responsibility for our actions and their consequences. This invariably leads to taking responsibility for each other. If I become a better person, then I can have a better impact in the world around me. Sociopolitics is about understanding that we're all connected. We're interconnected. Nothing in life is separated. We're all part of an incredible, intelligent network that we call life, and everything that we do matters. But while the human being is a social being, there are clearly challenges in living together harmoniously. Philosophies across the world and throughout history have promoted solidarity as the true model of humanity, but how can we live that today in a world that is driven excessively by competition? There are different models provided by the likes of Plato and Confucius, talking about the importance of justice and education in building a better society where everyone can find their place and ultimately be happy. Now, this may all sound like a lot of nice ideas from the past, but history is a key aspect to understand. Not only history, but the philosophy of history. How can we extract the lessons of history to help give us a direction forward? So it's not only about the past, because we're living now in the present, and our actions are shaping the future. So we have the most incredible opportunity to be a part of the world that we live in, a part of the times we're living in. And by educating ourselves to improve ourselves, we can improve the world together. In classical times, Socrates was a philosopher living in a world in crisis. Society was in turmoil, people were divided, social manipulation was rampant. Interestingly, a lot of things that we can identify with today, 2,500 years later. In the class on Socrates, we talk about his famous crises, the difficulties he went through, and what he learned from them. What's interesting about Socrates is he never claimed to be wise, but he demonstrated the incredible wisdom of the philosopher to learn from our experiences. So philosophy invites us to extract lessons from the challenges that we face in order to transform ourselves and to overcome the natural adversities of daily life. Socrates was in the agora, in the public places of Athens, meeting and teaching the people. The Acropolis at the time was the high city, a place celebrated as a symbol of the best in the human being. In New Acropolis, we're working to build a new high city through education to help improve ourselves as individuals so as to improve the world.